So we're gonna play this game real quick. And this is called your race to 25. What you're gonna do is you're gonna pull out a piece of paper. We got like 5-10 minutes, so this will be quick. What you're gonna do is when I say go, you're going to list out 25 names of people in your phones. Whether they're on Instagram, Facebook, they're on your contact list, Tinder list, I don't care. I know this lesbian chick, she recruits like hella on Tinder. And I'm like, it's so weird. I know, it's so weird, but she's killing it. So you're gonna list out 25, and you're gonna list out 25 names of people in your contact list that fit one of these three categories. They're either a rep, a leader, or a connector, okay? Meaning that person would be a great sales professional here. That person would be a great manager one day, meaning they've had like experience leading, they're crushing life. And that person is a connector. He's like my church leader, runs a big business, they just had layoffs. You know what I mean? Think of that. It does not matter if they would even come here or not. That'll get in your way. You're like, they'd never do this. Do not think that. They are a name and person that potentially could do this or connect you to somebody that could do this. Write them down. And the reason we're going to play this game is because I'm going to teach you to stop being selfish. I'm going to invite you to get out of your comfort zone for a second and stop being selfish and hoarding this opportunity and thinking in the lack and saying it's time to go bring in some new blood because they deserve an opportunity to break free from Taco Bell mindsets. Your invitation could be the greatest life-changing opportunity for somebody. This could be the greatest moment for somebody's life. If nobody would have ever invited me to go do door-to-door sales, like where would I be today? I want you to get out of your effing selfish zone and get it into the real comfort zone of helping and serving, which is so much more fulfilling. And the greatest thing you do for the company and yourself and your network right now is probably at least make a pass, and then just like knocking a door, what's the worst that could happen? Just not interested. Okay. And if you're afraid to get not interested, then you probably get out this door.
That's what my mom said to my dad, but now I'm here.
That's so good. But don't go yet. You can't go yet. I'm going to teach you a little framework though. So the first thing you're going to do is don't respond when they respond, because what will slow you down is, and you'll lose the race, if you start having conversation and you're like, oh shit, I got to get through my 25. So get through all your 25, then you can respond and have a conversation. Yes? Let me explain what the conversation looks like. If I'm talking to a rep, a leader, and a connector, I'm going to have like basically 3 copy-paste templates, pretty simple, and then I'm going to add a little bit of variation, because if you're sending your cousin something, it might be a little different than if I hadn't talked to this guy in 10 years, then it might be a little different than if I just talked to him 6 days ago. You know what I mean? So that's a little variation. So, hey, straight up thought about you. Because we're growing super fast at Maven, and you would potentially be a really good fit. The call to action would be, would you be open to a conversation? Would you be opposed to a quick chat about the opportunity to work here? Something like that. The second one would be a leader, similar. The only variation would be, I see you're crushing blank. We have some spots. It opened up at Maven. Really cool mission we're on. And you can make this sound like you know. Would you be open to quick conversation? Something like that. The only difference on a connector, who do you know? Here's a sales tip, ready? Instead of saying, do you know anybody that needs a new roof? You just simply say, who do you know that could potentially, does that make sense? Who do you know? Then it forces them to give an answer versus.
You can't say no.
You can't say yes or no. So who do you know that is looking for or would be in this profile? And then another pro tip on getting referrals is you say the better clarity on the candidate profile, meaning somebody that's ambitious, somebody that's looking to transition, somebody that wants to make more in their life. So now there's a little bit of specificity. So with more specificity, you're actually going to get more.
With great specificity comes great referrals.
So if I say something like, who do you know that has 3 kids, maybe moved into their home in the last 5 years, and then all of a sudden, oh, Tiffany, she's got 3 kids. And just like automatically think of a name. Where if you're like, do you know anybody? It's like so vague, it's hard to think of a name. So don't be selfish and don't overthink it. On your mark, set, go.